About 14 years ago, singer Marya was one of the top artists in Kenya. She was arguably the biggest female artist in Kenya. She had a beautiful voice and she was hot. Very hot.
She was the hottest chick in Kenya. Udem alikuwa meiva kiivo kingine hatujaona buda. Anaitwa Marya. Woo! When she was hot, she was untouchable. Now when you look at her, bro, she's a big ni mother.
At the peak of her career, Marya released many hit songs, but one song she will forever be remembered for is Chokoza featuring Avril. In recent years, as Avril's career continued to rise with new music and roles in popular films and TV shows like Sugar, Marya seemed to have declined. At one point, rumors even circulated that she was working in a brothel in Nairobi to make ends meet.
Me, all I can say is everything I did for the sake of my son. That's all I can say.
So what really happened to Marya and where is she now? This is the rise and fall of Marya's music career, but before we continue, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd also like to give a big shout out to one of our most loyal fans, Jojoy, who requested this video. Check out her TikTok account for some amazing content. Now, let's get started. Mary Maina Wanjiru, better known by a stage name Marya, was born in Nyeri County. Her parents died when she was young, so she was taken in by foster parents who raised her in Nairobi. Marya's love for music began at a young age. She used to sing in church, unaware that music would one day become her full-time job.
Bebe nilianza nikiwa church.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yes, nilianza nikiwa church, and then I realized, baby, that attention, people listen to you in what you're saying, the message.
You're clearly saying something.
Yes.
Okay.
This I should do it.
So
before starting her music career, Marya worked as a model and actress. She was signed by a company called Versatile Modeling Agency. In the mid-2000s, Marya would meet Colonel Mustafa, who was then part of the popular hip-hop duo Do Vultures, which was dominating the music scenes at the time.
Jina ni Mustafa, no need for you to worry, we can keep it under cover. For real, never mind about your current lover. Karibu pita ndani alafu ndo utadiscover.
The two began dating, and during their relationship, Mustafa discovered Marya's singing talent. He then introduced her to Ogopa DJs, the record label he was signed to at the time.
Okay, sipendangi kumwongelelea, but I'll give him respect where it's due. So when I met Mustafa, at that time when, your enzi zao pia, Mustafa, they had a big name. So when I met him, approach nikamwambia, hey bro, mimi nimekuwa nikitaka kuimba sana. I don't know what he saw. I think aliona ka talent, a star in me, akanipeleka Ogopa DJs, and that's how my career kick-started.
With her talent and beauty, it didn't take long for her music career to take off, making her the female face of Ogopa DJs. Her debut single, Mahaba Love Ya Kutosha, released in 2007, was an instant hit. She followed up with one of her biggest hits ever, Hey Baby, featuring Colonel Mustafa, which further fueled dating rumors. Hey Baby is still my favorite Marya song. Around this time, Avril was also signed to Ogopa DJs and was gaining popularity, though not as much as Marya. The two teamed up to make what is arguably Marya's biggest hit ever, Chokoza, released in 2009. Chokoza was huge. It played at least 5 times on every radio station. The song solidified Marya and Avril as the queens of Kenyan music. They even appeared on the cover of the Insider magazine, which was very popular back then, especially for those of us who were in high school at the time. Between 2009 and 2011, Marya and Avril were arguably the biggest female artists in Kenya, consistently releasing hit after hit. Both were nominated for the Best Female Artist category at the 2011 Chaguo Teens Awards, but it was Avril who ultimately took home the award.
But before they do, I need to talk to Marya because she had been nominated in 3 categories, but you walked away with a very proud face of being nominated, which is very good because a lot of people are sore losers. Yes. So for you, you're just, how do you feel not being nominated but not walking away with it, does it, will it stop you?
I still feel that recognizing me, as in recognizing Chokoza, that's enough. That is totally enough.
Nowadays, when people mention Avril, they also mention Marya. You guys are like blood sisters now. So how do you feel about Avril winning Best Female this year?
I was so happy. I almost fell down. She fell down. We were so happy because, it's we're in the same label. We're in Ogopa. The love is there. So I was just so happy for her that I had to run with her and share the love with her.
In 2012, Marya released another banger, Sishiki Simu.
Hello. Sishiki Simu.
By this time, Marya was earning hundreds of thousands of Kenyan shillings. However, being young and without guidance on saving, she lived a fast-paced lifestyle filled with shopping and partying.
I will not lie, mimi nilishika pesa nikiwa very young and I didn't have anyone to tell me, you need to save, you need to buy land, you need to do this. So ukipata pesa, you just want to live the fast life, haraka. Next thing you know it, hauna.
This was also the time when Marya and Mustafa broke up. The main reason given by both parties for their separation was initially religious differences, as Mustafa is a Muslim and Marya is a Christian. However, more recently, Mustafa claimed they broke up because Marya cheated on him with Tanzanian radio presenter Ruben Dege.
Marya, it was a long story. Apart from dini, yeye kuna kitu alifanya. Mimi nasema alicheat kwa relationship. Yeye alitravel akaenda TZ, alienda kufanya mambo zake. By the time ana come home, nikapata simu, nikaona vitu mingi. Kwanza kuniambia ni wapi alikuwa. So alikuwa anafanya mambo zake, so nikaona kila kitu na nani alikuwa naye at that time.
Alikuwa nani?
Jamaa tu wa radio uko bongo.
Alikuwa nani jamaa mwenyewe? Kwa sababu alishapita.
Ruben Dege.
But according to Marya, the main reason for their breakup was that Mustafa was a control freak.
I think at that time when I was with Mustafa, I was not ready for that. I didn't know what I'm getting myself into.
Okay.
I just met this guy, and I like me, he likes me.
You're doing the same thing.
We're doing the same thing. Tumeingia Ogopa, but then there was some controlling which me sikuwa najua how to react. Okay. So I'm a very niko na hasira
Joyo.
So at that point, I think alikuwa anani provoke and me didn't know how to deal with my anger then. So let me say that relationship ilifanya I know how to deal with my anger.
Yeah.
In 2013, Ogopa DJs stopped signing and renewed contracts with artists, and those whose contract had expired were released. Sadly, Marya was among those let go. According to Marya, that's when the rain started beating her because she was too dependent on Ogopa DJs. Every music she released after that flopped.
Sikuwa na manager, so I think I was too dependent on the fact that nilikuwa najua Ogopa used to handle everything. So doing all these things alone ilikuwa a bit tough for me. So sijui where to start at times. So hapo ndio shida ilitokea sana.
Let's fast forward to 2015. In that year, Marya got into another relationship with a guy called Kevin Mutisia. A few months into their relationship, Mike Sonko's daughter Salma Mbuvi accused Marya of stealing Kevin, who was allegedly her aunt's husband. Kevin is a married man, married to my aunt Jenny, a very beautiful woman, and they have kids together. So I don't understand why a whole musician who is respected by Kenyans can date a married man. Marya's response: I am very happy and I am not anyone's mpango wa kando. I'm in love and Kevin is my number one. He's a divorced man and he has no kids with his ex. With her music career struggling in Kenya, Marya moved to Dubai to live with Kevin. Fortunately, she found a job at a call center. A year later, Marya was forced to leave her job when she became pregnant. She would give birth to a baby boy on January 26, 2017. Not long after their son's birth, the couple began experiencing marital problems. Due to these issues, Marya and her son returned to Kenya. Fortunately, she quickly secured a one-year contract at a call center.
Things just got a bit difficult nikiwa huko tukiwa na buda mtoi, so I came back to Kenya. God was faithful, nikapata job again, call center in Kenya. Ilikuwa contract, so it was a contract for about a year, so I took advantage of that ile kupata at least nipate stability ya mtoi na mimi be able to get myself back on track.
When her contract ended, the company chose not to renew it, and that's when her life took a downward spiral. She searched for work, but found nothing. Marya reached out to friends, especially those with connections in the industry, asking for help to find a job, but no one was willing to help. She even begged them to help her make audio and music videos and pay later, but it all fell on deaf ears.
No, because at that time you still will go to people to tell you nitafutie job. Unaambia mtu nitafutie tu job. As in, because you know ukipata job you'll be able to manage yourself. So you're going to people in the industry when unajua who can have maybe wako na connection mahali unajua mtu ataweza kukusaidia.
Also had connections you walikuwa mabishta wako before.
Yeah. So unaendea huyu mtu unaambia huyu mtu okay fine. Kuna opportunity unajua niliona kwanza unajua mtu fulani si umuulize kama anaweza waka kwa kampuni yake and all that. But anyway, it all went to deaf ears.
With no job and a baby to feed, Marya fell into depression. At one point, she even considered suicide and ending the life of a child. I wanted to commit suicide and kill my child. Where do I start from as a single mom? Thankfully, she didn't go through with it. Marya said she had to stay strong for her baby. However, she started associating with bad company, including people working in brothels. She occasionally visited these places, leading to the 2021 Edgar Obare expose, claiming that she was working in a brothel. Although she denied the allegations, she said everything she did was to make her son happy.
Nikajipata nimejiassociate with a bad group of women. It was just associating myself with people. Yeah. Haikuwa working, it was associating. Na hivyo ndo jina Marya ikaendanga tu hivyo. So I'm struggling to come back pole pole tu. Me, all I can say is everything I did for the sake of my son. That's all I can say.
In 2022, Marya gave music another try and released a song called Boom Shakala featuring an artist named Andy Saharan. However, like many of her post-Ogopa releases, it hit the wall. On December 8, 2023, Marya shocked her fans by posting on Instagram asking God to protect her from enemies who wish to see her fail. The post read, "God, I am weak. My enemies want to see me fail. Lord, take control in all this. My eyes look up to you. In you, Lord, I put my trust. In you, do not let me be put to shame, nor my enemies triumph over me." Marya hasn't been active in music recently, but she has been busy with brand ambassador work. She's the brand ambassador for a skincare brand called Glow Envy and a clothing line called African Warrior Wear. She also has her own fashion line called Hello Gorgeous. Mary Maina Wanjiru, also known as Marya, gave us many hit songs during her prime. While she may not be as famous as she was in the late 2000s and early 2010s, her impact on the Kenya music industry is undeniable and will never be forgotten. Marya, if you ever see this, know that you are a legend. That's it for the rise and fall of Marya's music career. But do you know what happened to Colonel Mustafa? If not, that's the next video I recommend you watch. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.